What's up, good people? It's your boy, the Impact Builder, Leroy McKenzie Jr., coming to you from the lab. And y'all know when I'm in the lab, I'm about that work. So we're gonna put some work in this week. And this week we're gonna focus on and I'll probably get a little flack for this, but you know what? Y'all know it's me. I got to do what I got to do. So, and that's a Ralph Tresvant song. If y'all, for y'all though that don't know, do what I got to do. But I do what I got to do in order to be able to bring light, hopefully bring some knowledge, some information to you that will assist you in being able to be better by the end of 21 than you were at the beginning of 2021. A couple weeks ago, last week, I focused on the miseducation of manhood. And we talked about being a man, just be a man. And that was M-A-N, which is mature, accountable, and natural. So this week, I'm going to be doing the miseducation of the woman, 5 traits of a woman, and meaning with that, woman is an acronym for worthy and vision, organized, mature, accountable, and natural. Being a woman. What are those 5 traits that we look for that you should have as a woman? And I know y'all probably may be upset because I'm someone who likes to keep it real, and I like to be able to hold men and women accountable for who they are. Men walking in their power and understanding who they are and being accountable as men. And just like that, same thing for women. Women being women, and not just a female, and being held accountable for who you are as a woman. So we're gonna get into that. And today I'm just talking about being worthy, being worthy, or no, I shouldn't say be worthy. I should say your worth, understanding your worth. Know your worth, knowing your worth versus understanding your worth. Do you as a woman know your worth, or do you as a woman understand your worth? I'm gonna say that again. Do you know your worth, or versus do you understand your worth? And we're going to talk about vision. As a woman, what is your vision? What is your vision? As who are you trying to be? Who is it that you want to become? Who is it that you are becoming? And all of those things. So let's talk about knowing your worth versus understanding your worth. And what I mean by that is someone who knows their worth understands the value that they may have, or that they think that they have, because all the time, sometimes our value, what we think our value isn't necessarily what our value is. So that's knowing, hey, I'm saying that I know what my worth is. I know that I bring this to the table. I know that I bring that to the table. I know that I can do this. I know that I can do that. Those are things that you may know about yourself or know about your worth. But are those the things that you understand about yourself? Now, saying that you can do something and being able to actually do it at a successful level are two different things. And that's where the understanding your worth. Understanding your worth is about understanding not only the value that you bring to what it is that you're doing, but also it is understanding the value, the overall value that you, and overall value, influence, and worth that you bring to a situation. And I believe I was watching. It might have been Eric Thomas or Dr. George Frazier or Les Brown, one of them that I was watching, and they were talking about that very thing, talking about knowing your worth, understanding your worth, and they put it like this, and I thought that it was an interesting idea, and it was a great way of looking at it, and to understand knowing versus understanding, and that means knowing something and understanding it are two different things, because you can know it but not understand it. I'm gonna say that again. You can know it but not understand it, and that's, you take the value of you as a speaker, as an author, as an entrepreneur, whatever, or even on your, on your job, the career that you may be in, the position that you hold. You get paid, and here's the difference between knowing your worth and understanding your value. Someone who knows their worth says, so it says, I will, I get paid $100 or $75 an hour, right? That's the value that they place on who they are, and the value of their what they feel that they're worth. I'm worth $100 an hour. Now, someone who understands their value and their worth is someone that says, you don't pay me for the hours, you pay me for the ideas that I bring to the hours. There's a difference. There's a difference between saying I'm worth $100 an hour, and I understand the value that I bring to that hour and the ideas that I'm able to bring to that table. That's the value, is the ideas that I bring. Not necessarily putting a price tag on just the time that you're going to sit there. I'm going to sit there for an hour, or you pay me $100 an hour to come speak for an hour. Boom, I'm done. As opposed to the ideas that get generated within that time frame that I will be working either with you, or that I bring to whatever it is, the project that I might be doing, the book that I might be writing or assisting you with, any of those things. Understanding that value, understanding the ideas that I bring. It's not the hours, it's the ideas. I'm going to say that again for you. It's not the hours, ladies. It's the ideas. What ideas are you bringing to the table? What ideas are you bringing to whatever it is that you bring? What ideas are you bringing to the friendship? What ideas are you bringing to the relationship that make that relationship, that make that job, that career, that business better? That's the difference between the knowing your worth and understanding your worth. So when you can do that, you can actually you can understand your worth and not just know it. Second thing is a vision. What vision do you have? What's your vision for you as a woman? Who is it that you want to become? Whether you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, what is the vision that you have for who you are? If you don't already have it, you should be well into understanding that going into 2021. We're in the second quarter of this year. You should have written down what your assignments were for this year. I call them assignments, not goals. But you should know what your assignments are for this year and the things that you're working on. Where are you in terms of that, of who you are and the work, what worth that you're trying to gain this year? How many books have you read? What education are you trying to get? Because education is more than just sitting in a classroom. Education is more than just sitting at a computer for a class. It's about reading books. It's about being well versed. It's about understanding the climate and things that are going on in our society today. So what vision do you have for who you are? Who are you trying to be? Are you trying to be somebody for somebody else, or are you trying to be somebody for you? That's what your vision is. So that's what I want you to be able to understand about the 5 traits of a woman. The first one is worth. Not just know your worth, but understanding your worth. Understand your worth, because when you understand your worth, then you know your worth. So that's what I got for you today. Hopefully, this is something that I'll be doing this all week. Today is the worth. Tomorrow is going to be opportunities as a woman. So hopefully I'll have this for you all week, one each day this week. So it's your boy Leroy McKenzie Jr. Coming to you. As I say, this is 2021. It's about leaving the familiar to elevate your influence, elevating your influence in 2021. That's what it's all about. So what's being the 5 traits of a woman, elevating your influence. How do you elevate your influence as a woman? We'll talk to y'all soon.